welcome to the Composer of the Month series brought to you by the Composers Society of Singapore. I am Pei Im, the Publicity Exco member of CSS. Today, I will be sharing more about local composer Xiao Wen. Xiao Wen is an up-and-coming young composer currently studying at the Yong Siew Toh Conservatory of Music, and some of her festivals that she has participated in includes the Sounds of Now Vienna Contemporary Music Festival in 2024.
My compositional style has definitely changed since I started studying at YSC. Growing up, I played the piano and the electone, and I mainly played classical music, but I was also exposed to jazz, funk, and other fusion styles. I also liked writing mandopop songs when I was in secondary school. Hence, some of my earlier compositions were largely focused on motivic development, which was shaped by my past musical experiences. However, now I am enjoying exploring different types of sounds and curating a musical experience for my listener. In Mindful, written in 2024 for piano and keyboard, I explored putting contrasting ideas and sounds against each other. The piece is based on my personal reflection on the mindfulness phenomenon, where corporations, in an effort to encourage others to become more mindful and zen, actually end up overwhelming us with a lot of information. In my piece, I used calm gong-like sounds that are often used in meditative contexts to create a tranquil and calm sound world, which eventually builds up into a large explosion of clusters and chaotic sounds that conveys the overwhelming sensation in our minds. Instrumentation-wise, there was live string piano techniques that were integrated with processed prepared piano sounds on Ableton Live, creating a dichotomy of sounds that complemented the character of the piece. As compared to what I wrote in the past, this piece was particularly meaningful to me because it had a really strong character, which I try to convey to the audience using different techniques. When this piece premiered in March this year during Sounding Now at YST's Chamber Music Week, I was satisfied with the results, and I am keen on experimenting with more juxtaposing sounds in my future works. Who are my biggest musical influences? I think this is really hard to say because every piece of music that I listen to influences me in a different way. Currently, I think Himut Lahaman and Rebecca Saunders inspire me with the way that they engage with instrumental material, and they also sculpt musical gestures that evolve through time, space, and physical presence. This is really inspiring for me, and I hope to learn many more things from their pieces. I am also inspired by visual art. When I was composing games in 2025 for Percussion Ensemble, I was introduced to a book called Pedagogical Sketchbook by Paul Klee. Although it is a book about visual art, its concepts about proportion, motion, and depth in space felt familiar to me and helped me think about my music in its various attributes of pitch content, contour, rhythm, articulation, and dynamics, even though this piece was meant to be indeterminate. In this piece, where I also used graphic notation, the concepts of flow and complementary lines were particularly important because I encouraged the performers to choose different tempos and instruments while still playing from the same score. My professor once said, "The great thing about music, nobody gets hurt." As a composition student, I've been challenged and pushed out of my comfort zone to write something new or to create music through new restrictions. Each piece has stretched me and enabled me to gain new confidence into venturing into unknown territories. Whether it is writing indeterminate music or music concret instrumental, I've learned to not be afraid and to keep trying new things. I want to continue exploring new possibilities and uncover different parts of myself in the process of creation. At the time of recording this video, I will be composing a work for solo violin during the Darmstadt summer course under the guidance of Rebecca Saunders and Sarah Saviet. I am looking forward to working with these two wonderful teachers and collaborating with participants of the violin studio during this workshop. I will also be heading to Sibelius Academy in Helsinki, Finland for an exchange semester this August. I look forward to discovering what new sounds and ideas will emerge as I immerse myself in this new environment.
Thank you for watching the video. Do like, share and subscribe to our various CSS social media pages, and see you soon for the next series of the Composer of the Month in August. Bye!